Marvel Legendary 2nd Edition, we got confirmation that solicitations went out to distributors, which is a very good sign for this game coming out soon, sometime this year, which I'm very much looking forward to. And DC is also coming out. And I can just show those off if you haven't seen those cards yet. If you go to newcardgallery.bageltopgames.com, you can actually see the cards that we know about. I'm going to show those off real quick. Some of the ones we got a better look at with some of the images that went out with the solicits. For example, we got a better look at the updated Magneto Mastermind, which is pretty cool. If you want to check that out, I think, there we go. So there he is. So we've confirmed Magneto got a big change. He gets +1 attack for every tech hero you played this turn. And he always leads any Brotherhood or X-Men villain group, which is pretty cool. And his Master Strike is each player discards an X-Men hero or gains a wound. He has 1 more attack than he did previously. And he's going to have an epic side, too. That's going to be a lot of fun. And this opens up the amount of groups he can always lead. What else did we get to see with this new update? So we got a better look at Ultron. We didn't really get to read what his card did on the very low-res image on the back of the box. And he's definitely changed. He doesn't work off of your victory pile anymore. He basically has Empowered, which is a cool call to the other stuff he does in other sets. He gets +1 attack for each tech hero in the HQ. His fight effect is choose a tech hero from the HQ, either KO that hero or choose a player to gain it. And this one's the same as his old card. Each player reveals on escape. Each player reveals a tech hero or gains a wound. That's a lot of fun. We also got some better looks at a couple of the hero cards. I'll remind you, we have the entire Sinister Spider Foes and Sinister Syndicate, assuming that there's 2 cards per villain, thanks to Legendary Rendition, so you can check all that out. We also found out all 4 of the artists on this set. I posted about that in the Discord. You can check that out too. And Spidey's there. Who did we see? So we got a better look at Emma Frost's card. So Mental Discipline here. Her comment hasn't changed except for the fact that it is a ranged card instead of a covert, or sorry, it's covert instead of ranged. The art is obviously different like everything else. And the funny thing to me is that it says in the flavor text, a gifted telepath, and the old card said a natural telepath. So that's a very funny change. I don't know why that was changed. It's a big one though. You can't see this, I gotta move over. Here's Gambit. We got our first look at 2nd edition Gambit, aside from this picture from the promos, from the displays and such. And his card is basically doing the same thing, except it says discard it or put it back. And that's kind of a indicator for what 2nd edition is going to do. It's going to clarify a lot of these functions that have more established as the game went on. Because in the regular core set, it doesn't really tell you what to do with the card that you revealed. And now it tells you to put it back. Just matching language that came in later sets and making it easier to understand. And that's going to happen a lot. But this art is very dynamic and very cool for Gambit, and I can't wait to see the rest of his art. And then Hawkeye here. I'm pretty sure this is Noel Grego's art. He's one of the artists in this set. And Hawkeye now has a range card, which makes sense. This used to be an instinct card, but bow and arrow shoot go far. So range card it is. And 1 attack, draw a card. Flavor text is the same. And that's pretty much all we saw, except for a much higher resolution version of the playmat. Actually, you can zoom out here to be able to properly see that. So there you go. That is the thing of beauty. Just Doctor Doom on the playmat. One of my personal theories that really has nothing to back it up is that this was delayed so that it could line up better with Doomsday's release. Because look at the playmat. Maybe. I have no idea. And I forget who it was. Was it Ryan at Upper Deck who mentioned that they suggested the cost numbers underneath the officers and sidekicks? I apologize if it wasn't Ryan. One of the Upper Deck folks told me that it was their suggestion, and they got it in there, that the decks are face down because we have special ones in there. So you have 2 and 3 here. That implies, by the way, that these decks will be face down. Otherwise, why would those be needed there if you didn't have any other sets? Which tells me that there's going to be different sidekicks and different officers in this set. Whether or not that's going to be considered, they're going to be considered special. I heard from some folks who are playtesting at Gen Con 2024 that there's going to be all standard officers, but there's going to be some standard officers that have different hero classes, and maybe a similar thing with sidekicks. I have no idea. But anyway. Oh yeah, it's Fantastic Four has been underrepresented in Legendary because of some weird thing with mixing them with other heroes, other characters. And that seems to be lifted, I guess, as of 2099, not the year, but the set. And now we have Doom on a and he's a Mastermind here, so I think that was a barrier that had to be overcome in order to do second edition. Anyway, a lot of exciting stuff. You can check that out as well as all the DC stuff too. We got to see, if you didn't see it, we got a couple of DC reveals that I was able to find on a distributor before I get to the games today. This is a very inefficient way to be doing this. We got a better look at, we got to see Starfire's art for Fountain of Energy here, which is neat. And Green Arrow, we got our first look at Green Arrow. There he is, Quiver of Tricks. Green Arrow's confirmed as a hero in the core set for DC. He did some top deck stuff like Daredevil, which is neat. And then Nightwing as well, as the second Titans hero in DC. So, exciting stuff. I wonder what part of the year these are going to come out. The solicit said Q2 for both of them. But, you know, never bank on those. Who knows what's going to happen. There's a little bit on what's upcoming in the Legendary world. Anyway, let's get started with what we're going to be doing today. I saw some subs come in. Thank you guys. I'll be mentioning those after I go over the setup real quick. So we're going to be starting with a setup by Mr. Giraffe. If you want to see all the setups today, you can go ahead and put an exclamation setup and check out what those are. I'm going to do a quick prediction on Twitch before I talk about this, only for 2 minutes, so catch it if you want. It'll be pretty quick. Let's pop this open. You can see what I'm playing. There we are. Okay, so my first setup today is going to be Hybrid and the Time Heist. Time Heist is a really fun scheme where you use a whole bunch of heroes and you switch the villain, the HQ and the city during the game, which gives you access to different heroes in the present and the past. Hybrid's Time Heist, we got Omens of Ragnarok as the villains and 4 Mandroid. And I would be shocked if Green Arrow doesn't have a range card too. So yeah, the heroes are Ant Army. Oh, actually, I should read it down here. So in the past deck, we have the Ancient One, Ant Army, Cap 1941, and Mr. Fantastic. In the present deck, we have Daredevil from Dark City, Gorgon, Killmonger, and Squirrel Girl. And that should be... I don't know how this is going to go. Time Heist is... it could go any which way depending on how much access I get to the present and or the past. So how do you think this first phase is going to go? I'm going to play 2 other games after this, by the way. So stick around for those. But for now, let's go ahead and go over parts of our setup. Again, exclamation setup in the chat if you want to see my challenge pages, which has all the setups I'm going to be playing today and all the past ones too. So our Mastermind is... Oh my gosh, the infamous Hybrid. I have these card holders and they are not... They're not as secure as the other ones, so they the cards fall in and it's hard to get them out sometimes. So the Mastermind today is Hybrid. Oh, I have to do this first. Turn 0, everybody. Welcome to Turn 0. There's Hybrid. So Hybrid has symbiote bonds. If you fight Hybrid while he's bonded to a villain, defeat that villain and rescue 3 bystanders instead of taking a tactic. Always leads Life Foundation. And Master Strike, a villain from the city, symbiote bonds with Hybrid. If Hybrid was already bonded, then each player gains a wound instead. Symbiote bonds, I think, is the most complicated keyword in the entire game, so I may have to reference back to it. But we'll see how this goes. If he's already bonded, he can't bond it again. Put his tactics off to the side. And the scheme here is the Time Heist from the Infinity Saga set. And those who don't have the Infinity Saga set, the schemes are really great in those. And here's one of them. So 11 twists, use 4 heroes in the hero deck plus 4 other heroes to make a past hero deck. Above the board, make room for an alternate city called the Past. It has the normal 5 spaces from sewers to bridge. The Past has its own Past HQ, filled by the Past hero deck. To start, play as if the Past, City, HQ, and hero deck, the Past, City, HQ, and hero deck don't exist. And the odd number twist, twist 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Until the next twist, move the villain deck next to the Past and play as if the Past, City, HQ, and hero deck exist, while the normal City, HQ, and hero deck don't exist. Use the normal decks and spaces for everything except the City, HQ, and hero deck. And twist 10 is evil win, so this is a timer scheme, but I think this one's pretty generous with 10 out of 11 twists that you have to hit to get there. And I'm going to be using a strategy I have not used for a while, my handy dandy inserts from my old storage case as a way to manipulate the present and past cities and HQs. You'll see how I do that in a little bit. But I'm looking at our predictions here. What do y'all think? 3 people said win and 3 people said lose, but the folks who said lose are not very confident at all. So that tells me I think I have some pretty good chances of winning this thing. We'll see how that goes for me. Let's get our HQ set up. Now for this one, I forget if you... should I fill the HQ now for the past? Or should I wait until Twist 1 to do it? Right now it doesn't exist, so I can't fill it. I forget how you do it, but I don't think it really matters. I'll wait until the first twist to actually fill the HQ. I think that makes a little more sense to me. Sure. All right, so our current HQ I've already shuffled up. So we are starting with, in the present, Daredevil, Gorgon, Daredevil, Daredevil, and Gorgon. So leaving the rest behind, it's just Daredevil and Gorgon here at the beginning of the game. Let me get my starting decks ready. While I do this shuffle, let me do a couple of thank yous for folks who have subscribed. So, Montax, thank you for 45 months with a Prime sub. Woohoo, DC and 2nd Edition News. Thanks for playing my setups. You're very welcome. Thank you for being a member for so long and helping keep all this going. I really appreciate it. AS Miller, 45 months as well. You're tied with Montax. Thank you for the Prime sub. Rio Firestar, 15 months. Thank you. I can finally catch one of your streams. Yes, thank you to everybody who filled out the survey that told me when you are most likely to be able to watch streams. And most of you said the time I used to stream at Thursday night, so I'm going to try to keep doing that. Appreciate you guys filling that out. Jalt, thank you for 42 months with a Tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Big Bick, thank you for 23 months with a Prime sub. Staple, thank you for 2 months of the Prime sub. I appreciate you all. It is very kind to have your support here. Things are pretty busy in my life, but I am trying to make more time to get back to streams because I have fun with it. I know you guys do too, especially with the big news coming this year. So, NB Random. Oh, and what playing the Heroes of Asgard Hela Twilight of the Gods is whooping me. Yeah, she's not a pushover. Let's just put it that way. Thank you for coming by. Starting hand. Ooh, it could have almost been a 6 recruit hand, and I could have gotten an uncommon, but I didn't. What are you gonna do? Last time I had an issue with counter not incrementing. Turns out that was an issue with running things as administrator, and I think I fixed that. Let's go ahead and see if I did. Should say 1. Yep, perfectly fine. All right, let's begin this thing. Let's see if I pull a twist at the start of the game because I know that's what you all love to see. And no, I pulled the Wolf, which is actually the great time to pull the Fenris Wolf. So Fenris Wolf has Streets Conqueror 2, and ambush the Fenris Wolf moves forward to the rooftops, pushing other villains forward as normal. Thank goodness for that, because there's nobody here to push. There's another one in there, I believe. That could be dangerous. Luckily, that's not the evil wins condition, but I'd rather not have any escapes. Okay, let's do the thing. I got 5 recruit, and I can't do anything with this attack. So let's look at our only options here. We've got Radar Sense Daredevil. 2 attack, choose a number, then reveal the top card of your deck. If the card is that cost, you get +2 attack. We've got Backflip Daredevil. When you play Backflip, the next hero you recruit this turn goes on top of your deck. And finally, we have Gorgon, his common Lockjaw, Inhuman's best friend. Hey, we got a wolf and a dog. When recruited, to recruit when recruited, you may teleport a 0-cost hero from your hand. That could actually be very useful here. If I teleport the Shield Trooper, I guarantee to be able to hit the Fenris Wolf next turn, because that'll be 4 attack. That's actually really tempting for me. And then Covert, you may teleport another card from your hand. I really like that idea, and that'll allow me to get Gorgon and a sidekick. So I think I'm going to do that just for fun. Now, he has Streets Conqueror 2, so unless another Fenris Wolf comes in, I should be able to hit him. Or the city, or we change to the past. But who knows what'll happen. Let's pick up Lockjaw, Human's best friend. I like this one. And see what comes into the HQ. Squirrel Agility Squirrel Girl. She got Switcheroo 5. I think I know why I was given Squirrel Girl, because she can actually enter the past hero deck if I switch her out that way, and that'll be pretty fun. But let's get a sidekick. I can't use sidekicks from my other 2 games this stream, so I'm gonna take a sidekick when I can. And let's make sure I don't grab an officer by accident. And it looks like it's gonna be Prodigy, which is pretty cool. Love copying cards. Oh, and I get to teleport this trooper. Can't forget that, because of I should have teleported as soon as I recruited, but whatever, I forgot to do that. So let's do it right now. Yeah, okay, teleporting, which means it gets to go to my next hand as an extra card. And here's my next hand. And there we go. Whoop, upside down. I have 4 attack this hand. So depending on what I pull from the villain deck, I might be able to hit the Fenris Wolf. We'll see if anything gets in that way. Gets in my way. Next card is... Oh, there it is. I was worried about that. Okay, so I can't hit the Fenris Wolf yet. So that was kind of a waste. Here's what happens. Until the next twist, move the villain deck next to the past, and then play if the past city, HQ, and hero deck exist, while the normal city, HQ, and hero deck don't exist. So here's how I'm going to do this logistically. I'm going to put this down. This is my past city. This is my past HQ. And I have to tuck a hero after I do this because of the scheme twist. And then I've got my other hero deck with a divider I'm going to put on top of my existing one. And that should be good. So I finished there. I have to fill out the HQ for the past, and then I have to tuck a hero because of the twist. Let's see who's in the past HQ. It is Astral Confrontation, Ancient One. I gotta move this over a little bit. Anti-Proton Experiments, Ant Army, another Astral Confrontation. Teachings of Camartage, and a lot of Ancient One here. And the Orba Agamotto, rare. Okay, now who to tuck to the bottom? Has to be one that costs 6 or less. I like Ant Army, but boy, do I have a lot of Ancient One here. I can really take some use of that. So I'm going to actually tuck Anti-Proton Experiments to the bottom of the past hero deck. And, hey, Capstair, Devoted Patriot. Who let that cat in here? All right, that was one twist. I have to slow down because I have to get these logistics correct. There's a lot going on. Okay, well, yeah, so much for hitting the wolf. I have 4 attack, but I can't do anything with it. I'm pretty sure the scheme doesn't play another card from the villain deck. Yeah, doesn't do any of that. So all I'm left with is 3 recruit. At least I can get something good here. I already took a covert Gorgon, but you know what? I could, in theory, try to build an Astral Plane deck. Although, unless I get the Ancient Ones on common, I can't really hit the Mastermind with that. Just for reference, Astral Confrontation is 2 recruit. You may have a villain from the city enter the astral plane. So I want to tell you something fun. For the longest time, I did not look at this card art clearly. And when I do, it's clearly the Ancient One's astral form flying off to the sky, or the astral plane on the right. But I thought it was like a big astral uppercut he was doing. And that was his fist, because I just did not look at it clearly. But as soon as I did, I don't know how I missed that. We've also got Devoted Patriot Cap, which is draw a card and strength man at a time. I like this card, but I love to throw the Astral Plane into the setup, so I have to figure out how to put that on the board. Why not? Sounds fun to me. Let's pick it up. And, oh, there it is, War of the Mind. This is a card I desperately want. This is the one where, if I can get this, I can justify going for a full recruit strategy with Hybrid. Because then I can hit him for recruit, and I don't have to worry about splitting that up. I was thinking about putting a toggle so you could see if I was in the present or the past, but I'm pretty sure the big black bars here are very clear as to if it's the present or the past. Astral Uppercut for that future Marvel vs. Capcom expansion, yes. Oh, you know if the Ancient One was in there, it would just be like Astral Form stuff. Kind of how Professor X would fight, I suppose. I would love to see like an Astral expansion where you could have Strange and Professor X and anybody who's involved there. And just more Astral Plane shenanigans, because I love that mechanic. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing 3 games today. It's plenty of time. Yeah, Big Recruit is one of my favorite strategies in this game. My favorite aspects. Like, the cards that just give you like 3 or 4 recruit with no questions asked are some of my favorites. In general. Alright, turn 3. Same villain deck. Different city. Oh, interesting. So the Hell Crown. This is very cool. Villainous weapons will get captured by the closest villain to the villain deck, and if there aren't any, it gets KO'd. So, unfortunately, the Hell Crown came out way too early, and by early I mean in the past, because if it came out in the present, the wolf would get it. But right now, we just blow it up, and that's all that happens. Buying me a little bit of time. Alright, what do I have? What do I have to work with? I've got Gorgon. I can teleport another card from my hand if I play a covert. Oh, Jessica Jones is great. Is there any news on Core version 2 for release date? We saw Solicitation. It says Q2 2026, but don't listen to that. However, a predicted post on their Instagram and I think other socials. So be pretty confident it's coming out this year. So I'm going to play Gorgon for 2 recruit. I could also play Prodigy to get more. To teleport a card from my hand, and I can get a 6 cost. I probably should try to pick up War of the Mind before the city changes. So I'm going to play Prodigy as a copy of Gorgon. Another hero I play that's going to cost 6 or less. It's also tech. This will go to the bottom of the sidekick deck. So I play another copy of Gorgon, so I get 2 recruit, and I activate the superpower. I can teleport another card. I don't need the Shield Trooper, so I can just go ahead and teleport it to my next hand. And then 5 and 6 recruit, which means I can pick up War of the Mind. War of the Mind is a very important card. 3 recruit plus, you may fight the Mastermind using only recruit instead of attack this turn, and then covert, you get +3 attack. And I already have 2 other covert cards, so this is shaping up really well already. So, hey, KB Driven, thank you for the sub. Hello to you as well, who says hello there. I appreciate that. And, ooh, Teachings of Kamar. I'm seeing a lot of Ancient One. I swear I shuffled these really well, but I guess I can't control what he does. All right, so I got a 7-card hand coming up. Sorry they're so messy, but I'll fix them in a second. Turn 4. What's it gonna be? Okay. Oh, by the way, guess what I just realized now that I just saw the Mandroid. It's been so long I totally forgot. So we're gonna do one of those flashback episodes. We're going back to the present. This is what it should look like. Right now in the city. I should have started with those 2 Mandroid out there, which meant I would have had something to, I wouldn't have been able to fight them yet. So this is fine because it wouldn't have affected anything yet. It would have changed maybe if I teleported that attack card. But this is what it's supposed to look. I'm supposed to start the city with two henchmen. It's been a long time. Anyway, now the Fenris Wolf gets buffed. But we'll worry about that when we get back to the present. So this Mandroid comes in just like this. That's very funny. They never showed up. The Mandroids were late. They had maintenance going on. Thank you. Very appropriate. A+ sound choice. So Mandroid get +1 attack for each other Mandroid in my victory pile. They were there the whole time, I swear. Fight KO one of your heroes. Okay. And they still get that bonus even if I send them to the astral plane. Which I might do. Because there's only 1 villain there. Although I might not, because I actually want to spend my recruit. So here's what I'm looking at. I'll play my Greys. I got 3 recruit and 3 attack. I'll want to do it this way. I don't know why I do this way, because recruit is above attack on my cards. Maybe I'll just be comfortable doing this. Let's see what happens if I do that. Maybe I'll remember to do it this way. All right, we got Astral Confrontation. I'm not going to have it enter the astral plane. I'm just going to fight it this turn. The thing is, I go city HQ, and I want to go attack recruit. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll fight the Mandroid because I have nothing else to fight. And they're only at 2, but I'll change that as I go. So the Mandroid counter is going to be upped by 1. Let me use my piercing energy die to remind myself off screen how many Mandroids I have in my victory pile. Next one is going to be 3 attack. And with 5 recruit, I can get more. Ancient One, draw 2 cards. How can I say no to this? This build is going really well. Hey, look, it's the exact same card, but in tech form. I see what you did there, Mr. Giraffe. I don't think I've ever had these 2 cards in the HQ at the same time in one of my games before. That's pretty fun. I guess there's a lot of chances in this game for hybrid to whiff. There's no villains in the city right now because we've changed time periods. All right. I could fight the Mastermind this turn. We'll see what happens. That's pretty early. Turn 5 is an early point to fight him. Okay, there's Scourged Executioner who's got Bridge Conqueror 3 and fight KO one of your heroes. He's in the sewers. And like I said, I have War of the Mind. You may fight the Mastermind using only recruit only instead of attack this turn. You play this exact setup or just the scheme? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit if I play everything. That would normally let me get a rare, but this rare costs 8, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit. And I could fight hybrid. I could also pick up some good cards, but I should probably fight hybrid while he's not bonded. That's a great opportunity. So I'm going to spend... Oh, perfect. Yeah. If you subscribe to the challenge matches, you can see them. I usually put them in a good amount of time early. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Mr. Giraffe, for that, by the way. Let's go ahead and hit the Mastermind and see what tactic I get for simply 6 recruit. It is Alien Awakening. If this is not the final tactic, a henchman from any victory pile symbiote bonds with hybrid. Unfortunately, I do have 1 henchman in the victory pile, but that does make the henchman weaker. So now my 1 is a 0. So let me take out the tactic before I forget, because I want those victory points. And now we have Mandroid hybrid symbiote bond. Actually, I want to put them side by side. That's a bit more flavorful for me. So what is the case is here is that they are an 8 attack Mastermind. And hybrid's instructions right there. If you fight hybrid while he's bonded to a villain, defeat that villain and rescue 3 bystanders instead of taking a tactic. So it's going to be 8 attack, but at least this is good news. He can't bond with anything stronger on a Master Strike right now. I'll just gain wounds instead. Reading Astigmatic's comment. Are there any other cards that are just color shifted? I can think of Ember 3 cost draw card, and Black Panther has a 3 cost draw card as multicolor. Not sure if that would count as a color shift. It's his multicolor sim mechanic. I can't think of any examples right now. There's one in DC. One has a color shifted version of a Marvel card, and there's probably some more examples. I just can't. It's very rare. That's actually it's a good point to note that it is very rare that happens. But this is one of those examples. If someone wants to look any up, you can, but I can't think of any others on the top of my head. And yeah, I would consider Black Panther and Captain Marvels are very similar, but those are multicolor and one's recruit, one's attack. But I get your point. Turn 6, what do we have? All right, another scheme twist. Time to change time periods again. It is extremely impressive, honestly. And what's even more impressive is, for the most part, no 2 card names of heroes have the same name. It happened once with Bishop and Captain Marvel, which was, energy absorption, I think, which is easy to miss, but literally across every single expansion, it's never happened outside of that. Even in DC, it hasn't happened with the cards we've seen and all the Marvel cards. All right, so we're going to change time periods. This is twist number 2. Actually, no, we're not going to do anything. We have to wait till... yes. This is the next twist. Let me slow down. Twist 2 is until the next twist. That was this twist. Yeah, we got to move everything back. So I'm going to put the HQ up here and the city on top of it. Moving back to the present, basically, without trying to explain this in too many complicated ways. The Hawkeye and Captain Marvel are both 1 attack and draw, but Captain Marvel's multicolor. Yes. You can check out the gallery. Check out one of Starfire's cards. I think it's similar to an existing card somewhere else. Nothing else happens except for I tuck a hero. Okay, we're in the present. I'm sad I lost access to the ancient one, but he was too old to be here. What should I tuck to the bottom? Maybe Radar Sense? I'm not really doing top deck stuff. I'm just drawing things. I also got Squirrel Agility I can tuck. I kind of want to use that to get more ancient one. My gut says to actually tuck Radar Sense, so I'm going to go ahead and do... I got to move the old hero deck away. Let's tuck Radar Sense to the bottom. And replace it with... We got Killmonger, Hunt New Prey. That cares about different villain groups. Not going to have a lot of those in solo. But that's fine. Let's begin by drawing 2 cards. 1 and 2. Okay, check this out. You may have a villain from the city enter the astral plane. Now I'm going to do that because this turn, well, I only have 3 attack. I was going to do it to reduce the Fenris Wolf's attack, but I can't hit him anyway. But why not? I'm trying. I'm trying to slow down and do this properly. If I go too fast, I will miss things. especially because I'm about to introduce the astral plane. We're going to have the Mandroid in the streets enter the astral plane, so the Fenris Wolf is a bit weaker. Now, where in the world do I put the astral plane? I'm going to have to zoom out on my board. I was trying to avoid that, but we're going to do it. And I'm going to put the astral plane up here. Because why not? These are the tactics. We're going to kick this Mandroid out of the city into the astral plane. And you can see into the past up there, which is cool. That's not actually active. And now Fenris Wolf loosens his Streets Conqueror bonus. That was fun. I got 1, 2, 3 attack. Okay. And from my friends here, I got 1, 2 recruit. And then we got Lockjaw, Human's best friend. I played a covert. Do I want to play this in a different order so I can teleport something? Let me think about it. I don't need 3 attack. I just need 2. So actually, yeah, I want to backtrack a little. Let's go ahead and teleport Silver Fox here because I don't need to play that card. So we're gonna teleport it to my next hand. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit and 2 attack. If I want to fight the Mandroid, I'm not going to fight the Mandroid in the astral plane. It'll just cost 3 recruit to fight in a second. Let's take out the one on the bridge for 2 attack. And then the one in the astral plane is going to go up by 1 attack. Actually, I'm going to use the yellow, so it looks like I have to spend recruit on it, because I do, while it's up there. There we go. Starfire's Fountain of Energy is the same as 2nd edition Hawkeye's Quick Draw, since both are ranged. It's color shifted to 1st edition Quick Draw. Yes, thank you. And that's going to happen in DC. I don't mind that at all, because it's how they suit the hero sets. And I'm not going to be seeing it and thinking, oh, this is just Hawkeye. Because the flavor kind of takes over my brain when I'm playing those cards. So I use all the tools in the toolbox for sure. All right, let's see what I'm going to take. I got 2 6-costers I might want to take. We got 4 attack on Blind Justice. Choose a number, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is that cost, draw it. And we've also got... So Trample on the Hoof's got 1 and recruited. You may KO one of your cards with no attack icon. Love that KO. And 1 attack, Highest Abomination, which is cool. I get the attack equal to the biggest attack number in the HQ. If I keep Blind Justice there, it's going to give me 4 attack each time, which is very good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Trample Under Hoof. I can KO one of my cards with no attack icon. And that's going to be... it has to be Montax or Kyla. Montax is here, and I'm gonna play his setup, so I'll have to get rid of Kyla right now. Apologies to Kyla. And that's it for the turn. And I've teleported the drums for next turn. So teleported and a reshuffle. Six. Okay, turn 7, we're still in the present, and we're not in the present for long. All right, this is twist 3. So we're gonna move back to the past. Here's the city, and here's the HQ. It gives me another shot at getting some Ancient One, which is great. And now I have to tuck somebody. I'm not really building around Cap, so he's going back to the bottom of the other hero deck. Replaced with up the anti-ant army. Heist, draw a card. Heist would be actually pretty fun here. I don't mind doing that. All right. Is the astral plane is still there, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's not mentioned in the scheme, so I can affect. Did I just pull a Mandroid into the past? Did I just butterfly effect the entire? I'm not really gonna think about the repercussions of that. Don't really want to do that. All right, 2 attack. And hold on, I gotta play my Grace first. There's a reason for it. 1, 2, 3. And okay, so what we're gonna do is I have 3 recruit, 2 attack. I could get a total of 7 recruit actually again. And that's by design because I have a lot of recruit stuff. But if I spent 3 of that to hit the Mandroid, I'd have 4 left. I can get another Astral Confrontation. I can throw the Executioner. I don't know. I don't know if I can plan that time properly. And I can teleport a card. You know what? I'm not going to hit anything for attack anyway this turn, so let me backtrack. Let's not play the Trooper. And let's do this. 3 agents played, 1 attack played, because why not? I'm going to play Astral Confrontation. I'll play Astral Confrontation with no moving anybody anywhere. And now I'll play Gorgon, 2 more recruit, and I can teleport another card from my hand. We're going to go ahead and teleport the Shield Trooper. And that leaves me with 7 recruit and 1 attack. You know what? There's no rush to get the Mandroid out of there, so I think what I'm going to do is instead, I'm going to, just for variety's sake and for fun, I'm going to take the Unstable Molecules Draw 2 cards card instead of the Ancient Ones. And what else should I take? I got Storm the Beachhead, which is you get +1 attack for each hero class you have, and then man at a time. So I think I could take a Sidekick, or I could take Up the Ante Ant Army. All right, so I got Up the Ante, which is highest draw card. It's a bit more fun than the Sidekick, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. And maybe I'll get another 1-coster. Nope, I got another War of the Mind. All right. So new turn coming up. And I have teleported a card. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a teleported card. Next up is our first Master Strike. So here we go. A villain from the city symbiote bonds with Hybrid. He's already bonded, so each player gains a wound instead. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a wound, a standard wound, and we're gonna move on. And that didn't happen. Let's draw some cards. Teachings of Camartage draws 2 cards. 1 and 2. How many graves do I have? I've got 1 recruit and 1, 2, 3 attack. I actually have 2 more recruit, up to 3. I've got Trample Under Hoof. Now, Daredevil's not here anymore. So unfortunately, literally nothing in this HQ has any printed attack. So when I play this, all I get is 1 attack. So if I'm going to recruit, I should probably do that before I do any of this. Then I got War of the Mind. I got 3 more recruit. And I can fight the Mastermind with recruit again, which will take 8 recruit. So I'm not quite there. So I think I'm going to do a recruit. Maybe I'll get some attack out of it, then maybe I can use that to fight the Executioner. So with 6 recruit, I could take Storm the Beachhead. I have plenty of hero classes. This will work pretty well, actually. Or I could keep drawing 2 cards. I like drawing 2 cards, so I'm gonna do that again. All right, we got Liberate the Prisoners, which does have printed attack on it. So my play worked. I can now use Gorgon's Highest Abomination and get 1 plus 3 more. I can get 4 total attack from this. I'm up to 7. That's great. Except it's 1 short from hitting the Mastermind. Oh, I should be clear here. This Mandroid also gets a buff right now. So Hybrid's at 9 attack. And I'll use my 7 attack to actually hit the Executioner, who does not have Bridge Conqueror right now. And he's got Fight to kill one of your heroes, so I'll be able to thin my deck a little. I want to get rid of my Troopers. I'm going off of Recruit here, so let's take it out. And that's it for this turn. I sure am hanging around to the past a lot. Okay, we should be up to turn 9 right now. And turn 9 is going to give us... Okay, Jormungand the World Serpent, who has Conqueror for every city space and fight each hero currently in the HQ, costs 1 less this turn. Goes into the sewers. And he only has Conqueror for itself right now. So it's at a 6 attack. I'd love to put the World Serpent in the astral plane with nothing in the city, because then it'll be weaker than it really ever can be without it. Oh, I have more instinct issues. Trust me. You'll see if you watch this long enough. All right, let's draw some more cards. I think I need to put back my mat down here because I keep losing control of what I'm drawing. Got to use this real estate because I'm zoomed out. I forgot. Okay. So, you want to do a heist? I have to remember how to do heist. It's been a long time since I've done heist. There it is. Okay. Once per turn, if I played any heroes and or fought any enemies with heist abilities, I can attempt to heist. If so, count the number of different non-zero costs you have among all your heroes this turn. This is your heist count. Reveal the top card of the villain deck and check its printed VP. If your heist count is higher than that VP, use all heist effects for heroes you played and enemies you fought this turn. If it's tied, nothing happens. If it's lower, I gain a wound and no other heist effects. So how many costs do I have? I got 1, 5, and 6. That's a pretty good heist count. I can attempt it anytime I want. So let me clear this for a second. Play it for 1 attack. I'll do a little later. 2 attack, 3 attack. Captain Trotica, yay, Bagel Stream. Thank you for the resub. 23 months, incredible. You're almost at 2 years. Thanks so much, Captain Trotica. Apologies in advance for any weird stream technical issues because about 20 minutes into this thing, my PC got really mad at me for some reason and I haven't been able to satiate it, so it is what it is. All right, I've got Trample Underhoof again, and I have Captain America out here still, so I get 1 attack plus 3 more for highest abomination. I'm at 7 attack, and I can attempt a heist. So let's do it. I have my heist count as 3. Let's go over to the villain deck. Top card of the villain deck is, if I can flip it properly, a Scheme Twist. Scheme Twist with 0 VP. My highest count is higher, so I get to draw a card from up the ante. So now I know the Scheme Twist is coming, and I drew an attack. I'm at 8 attack now. Unfortunately, because of that Mandroid, Hybrid's at 9 attack, and I can't do anything with it. But I can hit the World Serpent and the Mandroid in the Astral Plane if I want to. So let's go over to the sewers. Yep. Actually, this will cheapen each hero in the HQ. Is there anything I can get? That's 4? No, it won't even help me, but it's fine. I'll take it out for 6 because I don't have anything else to do. If only I can get that Mandroid out of my victory pile. That would do it. With my 3 recruit, I can fight the Mandroid in the Astral Plane, which will just buff up Hybrid while he's bonded to one. Or I can recruit another Astral Confrontation. I think I am going to go ahead and take care of the Astral Plane, so I'll spend 3 attack to fight this Mandroid up here and KO one of my heroes. And I will KO another Trooper because I'm going for that all recruit build. And what happens now is this Mandroid is up to 4 because I've got 2 Mandroids in my victory pile. It's rougher in solo because only you can take all of those. All right, and now I know that I'm going to change time periods because I revealed a twist. So I got to get ready for that. It's hard to keep this off screen when I'm zoomed out. But I'll stay zoomed out because I'm going to be using the Astral Plane some more. So let's go to turn number, whatever it is, 10. And there's our Scheme Twist. So everybody out. 1 and 2. Back in the present. There's still a wolf here. Let's I don't really need Hunt New Prey, I don't need the triggers, and there's not that many villains in this game. So, to the bottom of the present hero deck with you, and bringing out Violence Leaves Scars. Killmonger. Let's see what happens with this. So, I'm going to play my cards now. I can trigger War of the Mind's covert effect, so I'm going to hold off on that. I got 1, 2, 3 recruit, and I can draw 2 more cards here. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2. Let's compound on that. Let's draw even more cards. 1 and 2. Of course, one had to be a wound. I can teleport that wound if I want. That's the 4th recruit. And I have 2 covert triggers. So we're going to start with Astral Confrontation. I can send the Fenris Wolf or somebody else to the Astral Plane. Sure, why not? We'll get him out of there to the Astral Plane with you. I need a good sound effect for that. And now, check this out. War of the Mind gives me 3 more recruit, 9. I can fight the Mastermind with recruit, and I get 3 more recruit, up to 12 recruit. And then I can, 2 more recruit. I can teleport another card from my hand. I mean, I'll teleport the wound. It's the only card left in my hand, so why not? And it will prevent me from blocking a draw for me. All right, so with 14 recruit, I can hit Hybrid and I can hit the Fenris Wolf. I almost thought I was going to be able to recruit Eye of Agamotto, but the Orb of Agamotto, but that's in the past. So let's start by hitting Hybrid for 10 right now. But unfortunately, it doesn't give me a tactic. It's just going to defeat the Henchmen. Yep, and rescue 3 bystanders. So I do defeat the Henchmen, and that is going to let me KO one of my heroes. I don't have any troopers, so I'm going to have to KO an agent. Let's do that. And we defeat the Mandroid as well, which is going to increase the Mandroid counter to 3. And I rescue 3 bystanders. Let's go to the rooftops for that for no good reason. That's a wound. That bystander didn't do so well. First one is Magic, who I rescue as a hero, and she teleports as well. Just like Lockjaw. So she becomes one of my heroes, and something weird happens, and then a standard bystander. We don't have to talk about that. Actually, I only rescued 2 bystanders this whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. With 4 recruit left, Cap knows what you're talking about. Look at him. I could get a card here, but I can also fight the Fenris Wolf in the Astral Plane, who has Streets Conqueror 2. So I'm gonna instead I'm just gonna take out the Fenris Wolf with my mind for 4 recruit. You're currently playing Killmonger's Path and Adventure. He has some great cards. Yeah, he does have some great cards. And yeah, I love when we get a villainous character with the hero set. Here's my teleported wound. That I like. It's like casting a spell that delays the pain for the wound until next round. Sounds like a D&D spell that I don't know about. I think we're doing pretty well for turn 11. Hybrid is not bonded. And if he does bond, he's going to bond with the copycat. Should be an interesting turn of events. Use this side. Remember, use the side. 4, 5, 6. What was it? I thought it was a card. Nope. He's in my my deck, but so Lockjaw says I gotta switch the turn toggle. Go to the streets. When recruited, it says hero, but the covert powers you may teleport another card from your hand, and the wound is a card, so I do get to teleport it. But thanks for checking. All right, what's next? Here we go. Another Mandroid comes in. I have 3 Mandroids in my victory pile. So this Mandroid's at 5 attack, adding some pressure to the game. I will admit I've had pretty low pressure so far due to the shifting cities. No worries. This wound can hide out over here. So let's draw some stuff, starting with Mr. Fantastic. 1 and 2. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4 agents. And I have some decisions to make. I can't teleport anything this turn. I got 1 attack. I need 6 recruit to hit the Mastermind if I had War of the Mind, but I don't. So I have 2 more recruit here, and I can't teleport anything except for Magic if I want to teleport her. Now she's going to give me 2 more attack for 3 total. I do really want to clear the city, so that Hybrid can't bond with anything. Also, sending to the Astral Plane will help with that too. But I'd rather save her until I can actually hit the Mandroid. So I'm going to teleport her. And this wound is in my hand still. But that frees me up to recruit something. We got Killmonger here, which is Violence leaves scars, 3 attack, and then strength. You get +1 attack for each different villain group in your victory pile. Again, not great for solo in this setup anyway. Blind Justice is fun. I don't really have a way to manipulate top card on my deck, but this does have 4 attack, so I'm gonna pick it up. Even though I'm going for a recruit deck, I could use it. There's Radar Sense. Okay, maybe I'll build up enough attack to be able to use it. But if I start trying to go into split attack and recruit, I'm just going to do poorly at both. I really do just want to lean into that recruit, but one single high attack card isn't so bad to have. I do have Highest Abomination here, so depending on what city it is, I might be able to do something with that. Okay, turn number 12 gives us another twist, which means we're going back to the past right now. 1 and 2. I gotta move these dice. Okay, nobody is in the city there. And I have to tuck a hero that costs 6 or less. We're going to... I want to keep Liberate the Prisoners there for Gorgon. And I want to keep... Well, I guess I don't need another Astral Confrontation. I already have a couple. But Storm of the Beachhead is cool, but I'm not really going for a big attack, and it's not going to give me any more Abomination. So let's tuck that. Change over the hero decks. And replace with... Alright, another Teachings of Camartage. I'm going to be drawing all the 2-card combos. Back to play. No villains in the city. But here's the good news. I got War of the Mind, which gives me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thanks to the power. And I can hit hybrid. Right away if I want to. And I've got 9, 10. With Gorgon, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I can actually hit the Mastermind twice? Maybe. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play everything I've got. 1 Highest Abomination gives me 2, 3, 4. And Shield Trooper gives me 1 more, 5. If I play Magic, I go from 5 to 7. So if I hit Hybrid and he bonds with a something, I forget what his tactics do exactly, but I have a bit more recruit, so I might be able to hit him again. Let's hit him once for just attack. For 6. And I got Symbiotic Call. If this is not the final tactic, reveal the top 4 cards of the villain deck. A henchman villain, you reveal symbiote bonds with hybrid. Put the rest back in any order. Okay, so here's the deal. I have already defeated 3 henchmen. 2 of them came in at the beginning of the game. And there's 1 more over there. So there aren't any more. I already know this, so it's going to fail. So at least I get to reorder the top 4 cards of the villain deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are as follows. Strike, Strike, Eternal Flame, and Surtur. Wow, these 2 are together. That's very interesting. Check this out. So, Surtur's is, if Surtur's in the city, he captures the Eternal Flame. It would be bad if they came out in the wrong order. So what I should do is... This is very funny. So I'll do Flame first so it gets KO'd. And then Strike, no one will bond, will gain a wound. Strike, nobody will bond, I'll gain a wound. And then Surtur comes in. I love that. What a time to be able to reorder things. Okay. And I guess I'll keep them in that... I'll keep them face up because I know what they are. So they're face up over there on top of the villain deck. I basically have 4 turns I know I'm not going to change time periods. That's wild. Should I hit him again? Or actually, I should take this tactic out. That is time heisting for sure. I can hit him again, or I can get the Orb of Agamotto. Now that I have some time to spare, you know. If I fought a villain or mastermind, you may set aside the orb to reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. KO to one of them, put 2 of them in your hand, and put the rest back on top in the order. I have bought myself so much time that I'm going to actually take the orb instead of hitting him again, even though I could. just because it's more fun for me. And I'll get a sidekick as well for 2. And it's Boom Boom. I feel like I am sweeping this game a little, and I feel a little guilty about it. I already had one villainous weapon get KO'd. Fenris Wolf didn't cause anything to escape. Hybrid's only bonded once. But you know, this game could have gone easily the other way. Just depends on the shuffle. Oop, you're stuck. Okay, turn 13, the Eternal Flame comes in. And doesn't do anything because there's no villain, so it just gets KO'd. Back to my actions. So I can do a combo with Boom Boom if I wanted to. I could go Time Bomb, draw her again, Time Bomb, draw her again. But I'd rather just draw into more Recruit, and hopefully I pull up War of the Mind again. So let's draw 2. 1 and 2. Let's draw 2 more. 1 and 2. Maybe I should have done what I said earlier. I will do some Daredevil shenanigans. Check this out. Let's play Time Bomb. I get +1 attack. I get 1 attack. That's exactly what I'm doing, Snatch Cat. I get 1 attack and I can put this on top of your deck. I will. And then I'll do Blind Justice. Choose a number. If really top part of your deck, if the card is at cost, draw it. I'm going to say 2. Hey, look, it's a 2-cost card. I'll draw it. And if I want to hit Hybrid, I just need a little more. I can do a Heist in a bit. I got up the ante. 1 attack. I have to check the Heist rules I just looked up. Does it care about cards I played or cards I have? Nope, it's cards I have, so I can use the sidekick before I play it, which is great. I got nobody to enter the Astral Plane, so I'm just going to get 2 Recruit. I've already switched the attack die back to the top. I might just have to keep mixing them up forever, because I don't know any other way to do it. Also, I know what the top card of the villain deck is. It's a Master Strike, so no matter what, I'm gonna succeed on the Heist. So I can draw a card. This time I won't play Boom Boom first. I'll do the Heist. No matter what it is, I succeed. And I draw another attack. That's 7. Cool, I can just hit Hybrid. I haven't even played these 2 cards. So let's go ahead and hit him right now for 6. Alright, next tactic. Escaped Monstrosity. Yeah, this is not the final tactic. A villain from the city or escape pile symbiote bonds with Hybrid. Guess what 2 places don't have any villains? That's right. The city, as it is right now, or the escape pile. Man, he's just trying everything, and it's not sticking. I can hit him again, actually. I have to do a... I don't have to do a Meltdown. I don't. Let's do Boomer. I get 3 more attack. And she goes to the bottom of the sidekick stack. And I'll play Magic instead of teleporting her for 2 more. And that's another hit on the Mastermind. That's the last tactic. We're going to do Final Blow, but you get +1 Recruit for each Life Foundation villain in the victory pile. He's always leading Omens of Ragnarok here, so that's 3 of those. So I got 3 Recruit. Oh my gosh, if I had War of the Mind, I could have hit him again for the Final Blow. But I don't. That's okay. That's very funny. So with my 8 Recruit, I'll take Teachers of Kamaratage again for 3, for 5, with leaving me 3. And let's get another Astral Confrontation. And we'll take out this tactic. I don't think Hybrid's ever gone down so easily as he is in this game right here. And we know what's coming. We got a strike coming, which isn't really going to do anything except give me a wound. So let's make it happen. Actually, no. Nothing happens at all. Not even a wound. There's nobody in this area to bond. Nice one. And nothing happens. So yeah, absolutely nothing happens. I do get to play the Orb of Agamotto. Okay, if I fought a villain or Mastermind, I can do this after I've completed the Final Blow. So I'll keep that in mind. Let's draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And, oh, here we go. I needed War of the Mind. We'll play Gorgon. We'll play War of the Mind, give me 6 total recruit, and I can fight the Mastermind with recruit. I'm at 8. That's going to be just enough. Just to add extra flavor, I've got 9, 10, 11. And let's go ahead and do the final blow on the Mastermind right now. For 6 recruit. I have 5 recruit left. And so we take him out. And check this out. The game's not over yet because I haven't ended the turn. I fought a Mastermind, so I can still do this for no good reason at all. I can set this aside. Here are the top 4 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I get to KO the wound after I defeated the Mastermind. That's nice. Put 2 of them in your hand. I'll put these 2, and I'll put this back. And we'll just end my turn there, and that'll be a victory. We'll see if this animation explodes my PC. Because it might. Wow. That was fun. It felt a little easy. I think I just it just was because of the shuffle, and also the ancient one is very, very powerful. But that was an interesting game, to say the least.